Welcome to MerryMilo. Let's sing and celebrate.
Tilly Turtle wore her bow, ready to learn and ready to go. She tapped her shell and gave a cheer. The times table fun begins right here. 1 times 1 is always 1. Tiny steps are so much fun. 1 times 2 is 2, you see. Learning math is joy for me. 2 times 1 is 2 again, marching numbers like a train. 2 times 2 is 4, so bright. Tilly danced with pure delight. 3 times 1 is 3, that's neat. With turtle toes she tapped her feet. 3 times 2 is 6, so clear. Tilly sang for all to hear. 4 times 1 is 4, oh wow. Tilly wiped her learning brow. 4 times 2 is 8, so great. She twirled around at learning's gate. Tilly smiled and gave a spin, clapping proudly with a grin. Tiny times tables done with grace. Math can be a happy place. Tilly Turtle wore her bow, ready to learn and ready to go. She tapped her shell and gave a cheer. The times table fun begins right here. 1 times 1 is always 1. Tiny steps are so much fun. 1 times 2 is 2, you see. Learning math is joy for me. 2 times 1 is 2 again, marching numbers like a train. 2 times 2 is 4, so bright. Tilly danced with pure delight. 3 times 1 is 3, that's neat. With turtle toes she tapped her feet. 3 times 2 is 6, so clear. Tilly sang for all to hear. 4 times 1 is 4, oh wow. Tilly wiped her learning brow. 4 times 2 is 8, so great. She twirled around at learning's gate. Tilly smiled and gave a spin, clapped. Baby bear woke with a stretch so wide. Snowflakes twirled from the mountainside. He bundled up in scarf and hood and tiptoed out to the frosty wood. Snow was soft beneath his feet. He made a path so smooth and neat. He met a fox with mittens red, who laughed and spun on a sled instead. They built a snowman tall and round, with a carrot nose and snowy crown. The bunny twins helped stack it high, then cheered beneath the silver sky. Then tossed snowballs with joyful flair, while Baby Bear flew through the air. On a puffy puff of snowy slide, he landed giggling, full of pride. A robin chirped a winter tune as daylight dimmed to frosty moon. Baby Bear gave one last cheer, then hugged his friends and drew them near. Back at home in a blanket pile, he sipped warm cocoa with a smile. Snuggled close with Mama Bear, dreams of snow danced through the air. A is for apple, red and round. B is for ball that bounces on the ground. C is for cat with a curly tail. D is for duck with a wobbly wail. E is for elephant, big and gray. F is for frog who loves to play. G is for giraffe, so tall and neat. H is for hat on Bella's seat. I is for ice cream, creamy and sweet. J is for jelly that jiggles on a treat. K is for kite that soars up high. L is for lion with a sleepy sigh. M is for moon that shines so bright. N is for nest with birds in flight. O is for owl with wide round eyes. P is for penguin in cold surprise. Q is for queen with a golden crown. R is for rainbow falling down. S is for sun that warms the day. T is for train chugging away. U is for umbrella in the rain. V is for van on a leafy lane. W is for whale who sings a tune. X is for xylophone under the moon. Y is for yak with fuzzy feet. Z is for zebra with stripes so neat. Frosty farm with a twinkling nose, skip through meadows where cold wind blows. Snowflakes dance as she hummed a song, a melody soft and winter long. She found an icicle tall and bright, gleaming blue in the morning light. With a tap-tap sound, it chimed so clear, a frosty tune for all to hear. The robins chirped in harmony as squirrels drummed on a snowy tree. The bunnies thumped a gentle beat while Foxy swayed on icy feet. Frosty smiled and sang her part, the music warming every heart. The frozen pond became a stage with glowing snowflakes on each page. Even the owls flew low to see this winter song of melody, and stars peeked out above the hill to catch the echo soft and still. As dusk arrived with silver hue, Frosty bowed in the sparkling dew. She curled beneath a snowy dune, still humming her sweet icicle tune. Twinkle toad with a glittery grin hopped in a boat that shimmered thin. A bubble boat, all round and clear, floated gently, soft and near. The stream below went swish and sway as Twinkle giggled all the way. With lily hats and rainbow beams, he sailed through soft and bubbly dreams. Paddled with a leafy oar past dragonflies that twirled and soared. Fish peeked up with bubbly cheeks and gave him tiny playful squeaks. "Hello, moon," Twinkle called as glowing stars above him sprawled. The boat went pop and came back bright with twinkly trails of silvery light. He caught a bubble in mid-air, it sparkled soft with starlight flare. He laughed and bounced from side to side on his dreamy bubble ride. Fireflies danced and frogs all hummed, while sleepy owls just softly strummed. Twinkle sighed with a sleepy float, all snug inside his bubble boat. At last he reached the moonlit shore, with bubble dreams and giggles galore. He yawned and curled without a peep, and floated off to twinkly sleep. Chilly Chili the baby had cocoa to sip, with marshmallow clouds that melted a drip. He twirled with his cup in a wintry trance, doing a giggly cocoa cup dance. He spun in his boots on the frosty white floor, with cocoa in hand and cheeks we adore. Each swirl of his mug made cinnamon fly, like snowflakes that danced in the sugar sky. The whipped cream wiggled with every beat, as Chili tap-tapped his mittened feet. The cup did a bounce, then a cozy slow swing, and cocoa bells jingled with a warm little ring. Snow bunnies clapped with their cocoa in paws, foxes all twirled with peppermint straws. Even a snowman joined in the jig, with cocoa mustaches both tiny and big. They formed a circle of cocoa delight, with dancing steam curls in the pale pink light. And Chili the baby led one final prance, with marshmallow joy in his cocoa cup dance. Stars peeped out and the sky turned dim. They hummed the warm cocoa bedtime hymn, and tucked in with mugs and a final glance, they dreamed of tomorrow's sweet cocoa dance.
Professor Puff, with his curly white hair, looked at the sky from his floating chair. He opened his book with a thoughtful grin, and whispered, "Let the count begin." One little cloud shaped like a sheep drifted by softly, fast asleep. Two puffed hearts came floating through, giggling past the sky so blue. Three cloud ducks went waddling by, waving their wings in the cotton sky. Four cloud cupcakes stacked up high, twisting gently as they passed the pie. 12 cloud stars began to glow, spinning slowly, row by row. 6 big bubbles, round and white, bounced like pillows, soft and light. 7 cloudfish with rainbow tails danced through breezes and told tall tales. 8 cloud boots stomped with pride, marching across the mountainside. 9 cloud kites flew in a race, zipping along in puffy grace. 10 cloud numbers in a row.
Why, the baby wore mittens so red, snow on his nose and a hat on his head. He giggled and wiggled in fluffy white snow, spinning in circles wherever he'd go. He made little footprints with every small hop, then wiggled and jiggled and couldn't quite stop. He danced with the snowflakes that tickled his cheek, with penguins and puffins who play hide and seek. He slid on the ice with a wiggle wobble slide, then built a snow bear with buttons for eyes. With arms stretched wide, he gave it a hug and rolled in the snow like a snuggly bug. While he made snow angels wiggling his toes, then caught falling flakes on the tip of his nose. He spun like a snowflake twirling around, then plopped in the snow without making a sound. The sky turned pink as the cold day ended, with cheeks all rosy and scarves slightly blended. He sipped warm cocoa in a woolly lap nest, yawned with a wiggle and took a short rest. So if you hear giggles in snowflake towns, it's Wally the baby in his snowy crown. He'll wiggle and jiggle with joy in the air, and invite you to play in the wintry flare. bed, snow on his nose and a hat on his head. He giggled and wiggled in fluffy white snow. Riley the baby put on her hat, clapped her hands and sat on the mat. Today was the day she couldn't evade. It was time to join the shape parade. A circle came first, round and bright, rolling along with pure delight. Then came a square with dancing feet, marching proudly down the street. A triangle twirled with a pointy cheer, spinning fast from far to near. Its three sharp corners shone with pride as Riley clapped and ran beside. A rectangle waved with arms so wide, sliding smoothly side by side. Follow me, it sang with glee as Riley giggled happily. A star burst in with sparkly flare, glowing gently in the air. Shiny and special, Riley cried as it twinkled and twirled by her side. The shapes all circled in a ring. Riley danced and started to sing. Shapes are fun in every way. Let's march again another day.